In this video, we will explore 10 of the most dangerous combinations involving lemons that can seriously harm your health and, in some cases, even result in the loss of life. Lemons are widely recognized for their beneficial properties and their high content of vitamin C. However, not everyone realizes that when combined incorrectly with certain other foods, lemons can become a serious health risk. We'll explain which combinations may affect your stomach, heart, kidneys, and other organs. And we will also clarify why these mixtures are so dangerous. From common mistakes to hidden risks, you will discover many surprising facts that could change the way you think about this seemingly harmless fruit. Watch until the end to make sure you do not make critical errors in your diet. This video is going to be incredibly informative and helpful. If you want to take control of your health like a pro, give it a like, and let's get started. Mistake number 10. Never combine lemons with starchy foods like potatoes or rice. Mixing lemons with starchy foods such as potatoes or rice can lead to serious digestive issues, including indigestion, excessive gas, and poor absorption of essential nutrients. Although lemons and starchy ingredients like potatoes and rice may seem like common kitchen staples, combining them can have negative effects on your digestive system. Lemons are rich in citric acid, which significantly increases the level of acidity in the stomach. On the other hand, starchy foods require an alkaline environment for proper digestion. When the acidity from lemons interacts with starch, it slows down the digestive process, making it harder to break down starch and absorb valuable nutrients. This combination can cause the starches to ferment in the stomach, leading to increased gas, bloating, and discomfort. Regularly consuming lemons together with starchy foods may result in chronic indigestion, a condition marked by heaviness in the stomach, heartburn, and a feeling of bloating. Over time, it can also affect metabolism and interfere with the absorption of essential micronutrients like magnesium and potassium. According to a study conducted by the American Institute of Dietetics, around 20% of adults experience indigestion and related digestive problems. People who regularly consume acidic foods, such as lemons alongside starchy carbohydrates, are more likely to be affected by these conditions. Research from the National Institute of Longevity found that individuals over the age of 50 who eat acidic foods in combination with starchy ones are 35% more likely to experience indigestion and other digestive disturbances. The study observed 150 participants over the course of a year, analyzing their diets and the impact of different food combinations on stomach health. Those who regularly consumed lemons with starchy foods frequently reported digestive discomfort, including bloating and pain. One example is 38-year-old Maria Lopez from Argentina. She often added lemon juice to her potato dishes, thinking it would make her meals taste fresher. However, over time, she began experiencing ongoing stomach issues, such as bloating, heartburn, and overall weakness. After consulting a doctor, she was diagnosed with chronic indigestion caused by the improper combination of lemons and starchy foods in her diet. To prevent such issues, it is recommended to consume lemons separately from starchy dishes. If you are looking to add a tangy flavor to your meals, consider using other vegetables or spices that do not have such a negative impact on digestion. It is important to remember that food combinations play a crucial role in maintaining the health of your stomach and your overall well-being. Mistake number 9. Never combine lemons with eggs. Combining lemons with eggs can lead to a deficiency of biotin, disruptions in metabolism, and other serious digestive issues. Lemons and eggs are familiar ingredients that are often used together in cooking, especially in salads or sauces. However, this combination may negatively affect your health. The reason lies in the citric acid found in lemons, which interferes with the absorption of certain essential nutrients, including biotin. Biotin is a water-soluble B-complex vitamin that plays a crucial role in supporting metabolism, maintaining healthy skin, hair, and nails, and ensuring proper functioning of the nervous system. When eggs, which are naturally rich in biotin, are combined with lemons, the acidity from the lemons can hinder the body's ability to absorb this vitamin. This can lead to a deficiency, especially in individuals who already have low levels of biotin. According to research from the American Dietetic Association, biotin deficiency is relatively rare, but it is a serious condition that can cause hair thinning, dry skin, metabolic imbalances, and fatigue. Regularly consuming this combination may result in long-term vitamin deficiencies and metabolic disturbances. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that citric acid may impair the body's ability to absorb biotin. In the study, researchers observed participants who regularly consumed lemon with egg-based dishes. Within several months, many of them began to show symptoms of biotin deficiency, including hair loss and fatigue. The scientists concluded that this combination could be especially risky for people with existing metabolic or nutritional concerns. One such example is 38-year-old Jessica Reynolds from the United States. She frequently prepared scrambled eggs with lemon juice, unaware of the possible harm this habit could cause. After a few months, she noticed significant hair loss and persistent tiredness. Following medical consultations and lab tests, she was diagnosed with biotin deficiency. Her doctor explained that this was likely caused by her diet, where the lemons interfered with the absorption of the vitamin found in eggs. To avoid this issue, it is important to minimize the use of lemons in dishes that contain eggs. If you enjoy adding lemon juice to salads or other meals that include eggs, try using it in moderate amounts or consider replacing it with more neutral ingredients. You can also pair eggs with other biotin-rich foods such as nuts, avocados, and green vegetables to help make up for any potential loss of this essential vitamin. Mistake number 8. Never combine lemons with dairy products like milk or yogurt. At first glance, lemons and dairy products may seem harmless or even beneficial, but their combination can lead to serious digestive issues such as gastritis, indigestion, and bloating. Lemons contain a high amount of citric acid, which significantly increases the acidity level in the stomach. When citric acid interacts with dairy products like milk or yogurt, it causes the proteins in those foods to coagulate, making them harder to digest. This reaction can result not only in bloating, but also in indigestion, a condition where a person feels heaviness, pain, or heartburn after eating. According to research by the American Gastroenterological Association, approximately 30% of adults worldwide suffer from chronic digestive disorders, including indigestion. The combination of acidic foods and dairy is especially risky for individuals with pre-existing gastrointestinal issues, such as gastritis or increased stomach acidity. A study conducted by the National Institute of Longevity found that frequently consuming acidic foods together with dairy may worsen the condition of the stomach lining, intensifying inflammation. The study involved 500 participants with chronic gastritis. Those who regularly consumed fermented dairy products with added lemon juice reported worsening symptoms of both gastritis and indigestion over the course of several months. Researchers concluded that such combinations increase irritation of the stomach lining and may contribute to the development of gastritis and other gastrointestinal conditions. One clear example is the case of 35-year-old Laura Gonzalez from Spain. For a long time, Laura added lemon to her morning smoothies made with yogurt, believing it was a healthy choice. Over time, she began experiencing constant stomach pain and digestion problems. After seeing a doctor, she was diagnosed with gastritis caused by the combination of lemon and dairy products. Laura had to completely change her diet and eliminate these combinations in order to restore her stomach health. To avoid similar problems, it is best not to combine lemons with milk or yogurt. If you enjoy fermented dairy products, try to consume them separately without adding acidic ingredients such as lemons. This approach will help keep your digestive system healthy and prevent the development of gastritis, indigestion, and other related issues. Mistake number 7. Never combine lemons with coffee. At first glance, the combination of lemon and coffee might seem exotic and refreshing. In some cultures, this drink is popular, especially as a way to support digestion. However, the reality is that this mixture can cause serious harm to the body. Caffeine on its own is a stimulant that increases the production of stomach acid, which can irritate the lining of the stomach. When citric acid from lemons is added to coffee, it creates a highly acidic mixture that puts extra strain on the digestive system. This combination significantly raises the acidity level in the stomach, creating an aggressive environment for the stomach lining. When citric acid interacts with caffeine, it not only increases stomach acidity, but also raises the risk of developing conditions such as gastritis and stomach ulcers. According to research from the American Medical Association, about 10% of the global population suffers from peptic ulcers, and combinations like lemon and coffee may contribute to this number. Higher levels of stomach acid can also lead to acid reflux, which causes heartburn and discomfort. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that regularly drinking coffee combined with acidic ingredients like lemons significantly increases the risk of developing gastritis and ulcers. Over the course of a year, researchers observed a group of 300 people who consumed this beverage daily. About 40% of participants experienced a noticeable decline in digestive health, reporting symptoms such as heartburn, stomach pain, and flare-ups of gastritis. The researchers concluded that lemon, when mixed with coffee, makes the drink particularly harmful for people with sensitive stomachs. A clear example of how harmful this combination can be is the story of Pedro Ramirez, a 50-year-old man from Mexico. He often drank coffee with lemon, believing it helped his digestion and kept his energy levels up during the day. However, after several years of daily use, Pedro began to suffer from severe stomach pain and constant heartburn. Doctors eventually diagnosed him with a stomach ulcer caused by increased stomach acidity. Only after completely removing lemon from his diet did his condition begin to improve. To avoid this mistake, it is recommended to drink coffee without adding acidic ingredients such as lemon. If you want to enhance the flavor of your coffee, you can try using cinnamon or cocoa powder. These alternatives do not increase stomach acidity and may actually help reduce the irritating effects of coffee on the stomach lining. Mistake number 6, never combine lemons with spicy spices. Lemons are well known for their high content of citric acid, which can be beneficial to the body in certain amounts. However, when lemons are combined with spicy spices, this mixture can create serious digestive problems. Spicy foods, especially those containing compounds like capsaicin, increase irritation in the stomach lining and can trigger inflammation. When lemon is added to spicy spices, the acidity rises sharply, putting extra stress on the digestive system. This combination may lead to a sudden spike in stomach acidity, resulting in heartburn, worsening of gastritis, and even the development of stomach ulcers. According to statistics from the American Gastroenterological Association, approximately 10 to 15% of the adult population worldwide suffers from stomach ulcers. Eating foods high in acidic ingredients, such as lemons, together with spicy spices increases this risk, especially for individuals already prone to gastroesophageal reflux disease. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging showed that people who frequently consumed spicy spices along with acidic foods like lemons had twice the risk of developing stomach ulcers compared to those who avoided this combination. More than 500 individuals with diagnosed stomach conditions participated in the study. Researchers found that 45% of them experienced a significant worsening of symptoms related to gastritis and stomach ulcers after regularly eating meals that combined lemon with spicy spices. The conclusion was clear. This combination can seriously harm the digestive system. A striking example of how harmful this mix can be is the story of Antonio Fernandez, a 47-year-old man from Spain. Antonio enjoyed spicy foods and often added lemon juice to his meals, believing it gave his dishes a fresh and flavorful boost. For several years, he regularly consumed spicy meals with lemon, and over time, he began experiencing severe heartburn and stomach pain. Doctors diagnosed him with a stomach ulcer, which they linked to the aggressive mix of acidic and spicy ingredients in his diet. To avoid such problems, it is recommended not to combine lemons and spicy spices in the same meal. Instead, you can use lemon as a separate ingredient, adding it after the main dish has been consumed, or use spices and lemons at different times of the day. This approach can help reduce their harmful effects on the stomach lining and support overall digestive health. Mistake number 5, never combine lemons with foods high in sugar, including chocolate. At first glance, mixing lemons with sugary foods like desserts or chocolate may seem harmless. However, this combination can negatively impact not just your teeth, but also your stomach and overall health. Lemons are highly acidic, and when combined with sugar, they intensify the damaging effect sugar has on tooth enamel. Citric acid from lemons can erode the protective enamel layer, especially in the presence of sugar, which may eventually lead to tooth decay and require dental treatment. In addition to damaging teeth, lemons combined with sugar can raise the level of acidity in the stomach, creating conditions that may contribute to the development of gastritis and other digestive disorders. Sweet drinks and desserts containing lemon juice can trigger heartburn, disrupt digestion, and increase gastric acid production. For individuals with gastroesophageal reflux disease, this combination can make symptoms significantly worse. According to research by the American Diabetes Association, approximately 422 million people worldwide live with diabetes. Consuming large amounts of sugar, especially alongside lemons, which may affect insulin balance, can increase the risk of developing this condition. The acidity of lemons can slow down sugar metabolism, placing extra stress on the pancreas, the organ responsible for regulating blood insulin levels. A study conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research found that regularly consuming sweet foods in combination with citric acid significantly increases the risk of tooth decay and gastritis. More than 1,000 individuals participated in the study, and 35% of them experienced worsening dental and gastrointestinal conditions after frequently consuming desserts and sugary beverages with added lemon. Researchers concluded that this combination not only damages tooth enamel, but also elevates stomach acidity, leading to potentially serious health consequences. A real-life example of the effects of this combination is the story of 42-year-old Ana Martinez from Spain. For years, Ana enjoyed sweet desserts made with lemon juice, believing they helped strengthen her immune system. Over time, however, she began to notice declining dental health and persistent stomach discomfort. After consulting both a dentist and a gastroenterologist, she was diagnosed with tooth decay and chronic gastritis, both linked to her frequent consumption of sugary foods containing lemon. To avoid similar problems, it is recommended to limit the intake of foods high in sugar when paired with lemons. If you want to enjoy lemons in desserts, consider using natural sweeteners like stevia instead of refined sugar. These alternatives are less damaging to your teeth and stomach, helping you protect your overall well-being. Mistake number 4, never use large amounts of lemon with fish. Lemon and fish might seem like the perfect combination at first. Lemon juice enhances the flavor of seafood and is often thought to aid digestion. However, when lemon is used in excessive amounts with fish, this pairing can lead to serious health concerns. The main issue is that too much acid from lemon can interfere with the absorption of essential vitamins, especially vitamin B12. Fish, particularly saltwater fish, is a rich source of vitamin B12, an essential nutrient that supports the nervous system, helps with DNA synthesis, and plays a vital role in energy metabolism. When too much lemon is consumed alongside fish, the citric acid can block the absorption of vitamin B12 in the intestines. This can result in a deficiency, which may lead to conditions such as anemia, chronic fatigue, weakness, and even cognitive difficulties. According to the American Institute of Nutrition, over 15% of the population suffers from vitamin B12 deficiency. This increases the risk of cardiovascular conditions, depression, and a decline in cognitive performance. Another important concern with using excessive lemon on fish is its impact on digestion. Fish contains proteins that require a more alkaline environment for proper digestion. The citric acid in lemon disrupts this balance, which can cause bloating, stomach discomfort, and reduced absorption of nutrients. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that regularly consuming fish with high amounts of acid, such as citric acid from lemon, can reduce vitamin B12 absorption by 25 to 30%. Participants who frequently added large quantities of lemon juice to their fish dishes showed significantly lower levels of vitamin B12 in their blood over a 1-year period compared to those in the control group. Researchers concluded that although lemon has beneficial properties, using it excessively with fish may lead to vitamin deficiencies and digestive issues. One example of someone affected by this combination is 52-year-old Jonathan Moore from the United Kingdom. For years, Jonathan believed that eating fish with lemon juice was good for his health, But over time, he began to experience symptoms such as weakness, fatigue, and dizziness. After seeing a doctor, he was diagnosed with a vitamin B12 deficiency caused by excessive acid intake from his diet. His doctor advised him to reduce his use of lemon in meals and to start taking vitamin supplements, which helped him recover his health. To avoid these problems, it is best to use lemon with fish in moderation. A few drops of lemon juice can enhance the flavor of a dish, but excessive use may interfere with the absorption of important vitamins. Mistake number 3, never combine lemons with beets. Lemons and beets are both incredibly healthy foods on their own, but when consumed together, they can pose more risks than most people realize. Beets contain high levels of oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that, when combined with the acid in lemons, may increase the risk of kidney stone formation. These oxalates can build up in the body and bind with calcium to form solid crystals, which can develop into kidney stones and disrupt the function of the urinary system. According to the American Society of Nephrology, approximately 10% of the population suffers from kidney stone disease. This condition involves the formation of stones in the kidneys or urinary tract, often leading to severe pain, infections, and in some cases, the need for surgical procedures. For a long time, it was believed that calcium-rich foods were the primary cause of this issue. But recent studies have shown that combining foods high in oxalates with acidic ingredients significantly increases the risk. Beets are a rich source of oxalates, and when they are eaten alongside citric acid from lemons, they can create insoluble compounds that accumulate in the kidneys, making it harder for them to function properly. This combination is particularly risky for individuals who are already prone to kidney stones or have existing kidney conditions. A study conducted by the Buck Institute for Research on Aging found that regular consumption of oxalate-rich foods combined with acidic foods can raise the risk of kidney stone formation by as much as 30%. The 2-year study observed patients with chronic kidney disease, and most of them experienced a decline in kidney function when they frequently consumed beets together with acidic foods like lemons. Researchers concluded that this pairing is especially dangerous for people with impaired kidney function or a genetic predisposition to kidney stone formation. One case that illustrates the potential harm of this combination is the story of 47-year-old Jacqueline Lemoine from France. A strong advocate for healthy eating, Jacqueline often included both beets and lemons in her salads, believing they helped cleanse her body. However, after several years, she began experiencing sharp pain in her lower back and had difficulty urinating. After visiting her doctor, she was diagnosed with kidney stones, which had developed due to her frequent consumption of foods high in oxalates and acid. Her doctors advised her to adjust her diet and avoid combining beets and lemons in the same meal to prevent further complications. To avoid similar issues, it is best to eat beets and lemons separately rather than mixing them in one dish. If you want to benefit from the nutritional value of both, try incorporating them into your diet on different days and be mindful of your oxalate intake, especially if you are already at risk of developing kidney stones. Mistake number 2, never combine lemons with carbonated beverages. Combining lemons with carbonated beverages might seem refreshing, especially on a hot day when lemon-flavored sodas are popular. But in reality, this pairing can cause significant harm to your stomach and digestive system. Lemons are naturally rich in citric acid, which increases the level of acidity in the stomach. Carbonated drinks, on the other hand, contain carbon dioxide, which gives them their characteristic fizz. When consumed together with lemons, the result is a sharp rise in stomach acid levels, especially if this combination is consumed regularly. According to the American Gastroenterological Association, more than 20% of adults suffer from gastroesophageal reflux disease. The consumption of acidic foods together with carbonated beverages is one of the contributing factors to this condition. Increased acidity can inflame the lining of the stomach and esophagus, causing heartburn, irritation, and even damage to esophageal tissue. Long-term exposure to acid in the esophagus can raise the risk of erosions and ulcer development. A study conducted by the National Institute on Aging found that regularly consuming lemons in combination with carbonated drinks increases the risk of gastroesophageal reflux disease by 40%. In the study, researchers observed patients who were already dealing with this condition, and those who frequently drank carbonated beverages with lemon saw their symptoms worsen more rapidly. The scientists concluded that this mixture intensifies irritation of the esophageal lining and significantly raises acid levels, leading to a noticeable decline in digestive health. One real-life example is 35-year-old Eric Hartson from the United States. For several years, Eric drank lemonade and carbonated beverages daily, believing they kept him energized and were a good alternative to plain water. However, he began experiencing severe episodes of heartburn and stomach pain. After undergoing medical tests with a gastroenterologist, Eric was diagnosed with gastroesophageal reflux disease and esophageal erosion. His doctor explained that the combination of acid from the lemons and carbon dioxide from the drinks had damaged the lining of his stomach and esophagus. To avoid these kinds of problems, it is recommended not to mix lemons with carbonated beverages. If you want to enjoy the flavor of lemon, it is better to add it to still water or use it in natural juices without carbon dioxide. This simple change can help protect your stomach and prevent heartburn and other uncomfortable symptoms. And finally, the most dangerous combination on our list. Mistake number 1, never mix lemons with alcohol. While combining lemons with alcohol may seem common, especially in cocktails and refreshing drinks, this pairing carries serious health risks. Lemons are packed with citric acid, which raises the acidity level in the stomach. On its own, this already puts stress on the digestive system. But when citric acid interacts with alcohol, the situation becomes even more harmful. Alcohol irritates the stomach lining and speeds up the absorption of acid, which can lead to severe inflammation and eventually result in conditions like gastritis or stomach ulcers. According to the American Gastroenterological Association, around 10% of the population is affected by gastritis and peptic ulcer disease. One of the major causes is poor dietary habits, including the regular combination of acidic foods with alcoholic beverages. When consumed often, this mixture can damage the protective lining of the stomach, leading over time to chronic issues such as inflammation and ulceration. A study conducted by the American Federation for Aging Research confirmed that frequent consumption of alcohol, along with acidic ingredients like lemons, significantly increases the risk of developing gastritis and stomach ulcers. The research followed a group of individuals who regularly consumed alcoholic cocktails with lemon juice. Within just a few months, most participants showed clear signs of gastritis and digestive problems, confirming the harmful effects of this combination on the gastrointestinal tract. One real-world example is 42-year-old Jonathan Rivera from Spain. Jonathan enjoyed partying and often drank alcoholic beverages mixed with lemon. After several years of consuming this type of cocktail, he began experiencing severe stomach pain and frequent heartburn. When he saw a doctor, he was diagnosed with chronic gastritis, caused by the combination of citric acid from lemons and alcohol, which had gradually damaged the lining of his stomach. To avoid such consequences, it is important not to use lemons in alcoholic drinks. Instead, choose less aggressive ingredients, such as fresh fruits or herbal infusions, that do not irritate the stomach. This simple change can help protect your digestive system and reduce the risk of developing gastritis, ulcers, and other gastrointestinal problems. Next, I recommend checking out these videos, and don't forget to leave your likes and comments. I'm looking forward to them.